Many people in politics and arts and in other areas have long felt, as I feel, that in regards to Africa, it's a dynamic continent in terms of everything, in terms of energy, resource, talent, legacy, and for too long those resources have benefited everyone else except the continent.
Welcome to Pan-African Lifestyle, where we rep the motherland. We post content regularly and invite you to subscribe and share if you're a pal. That's a Pan-African Lifestyler.
It's also the art of just letting the past go, moving towards the future. And I think as long as you hold on to that past, it's just a lot of weight that you carry with you everywhere you go. And it's hard to move forward and move fast when you got to, weight on your back.
It's just, I would encourage as many people to please visit Africa, because it's like, and then you start just thinking, you think, okay, who are the Africans you know? Every country I've been in, like several countries in Africa, and every time I go there, it's like I meet some of the most brilliant, beautiful people, super functioning societies.
The frustrations that we have with Africa, we've literally not been able to engage with the economy. What I say about everything about the misunderstanding of Africans toward African Americans and vice versa, it's all on purpose, because if I don't understand you, you don't understand you, for some reason, and I think it's because of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? When you're in a survival state of being, you can't self-actualize. You can't sit there and think and say, well, today's a nice day, the weather's nice. No, you have to think of, how do I eat? How do I sleep? Where do I sleep? How do I get to work? And that's Africa, because there's a lot of real opportunities that are also challenges. That's what the continent is. So whenever you get in a plane and go back, I feel like we're time traveling, where we can go and say, okay, in the US it took this, in China this, okay, what's possible here? And not try to bring our mindset there, but you're basically localizing concepts that you know are inevitable. 70% of people are under 30 years old. They're going to get married, have children. It's just life. So what services do a 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old person need? That's just what it is. And it's going to be challenging because they don't understand it. They've never seen this before, right? So they're not going to understand visually what you're talking about. We've just never, a lot of us, because some of us have been, but many of us haven't been in a position to understand or even be at a table where we're discussing legacy transfers. Many of us have never sat down where it's your mom, your dad, your grandfather, and you're talking about, okay, these are my assets, this is what I have, this is the will. We don't have these conversations. Yes, there are challenges. I know people who've lost millions, and I know people who've made multi-millions, right? Any investment has a risk.
Many people in politics and arts and in other areas have long felt, as I feel, that in regards to Africa, it's a dynamic continent in terms of everything, in terms of energy, resource, talent, legacy, and for too long those resources have benefited everyone else except the continent. And even when it has, it's benefited the continent least and last. And there's now is the time to turn that around. And it's long been the dream and the vision of many before us who are not here today, who have made tremendous sacrifice in that way. So yeah, just from a principal point of view, yes, mainland Africa is hugely important, not only for the continent, but also for the world. You're talking about a continent that is in possession of over 50% of the natural resources on this planet. So if Africa is in good stead, it only stands to reason that it positively affects the globe. It's good to see a dynamic group of people from different areas of focus and expertise working towards that common goal. And it's a group effort. You can't just have finance people need creative people need organizational people and administrators and finance people. So we're all here together figuring out how to get started and to put some things in motion. The change is internal, and once Africa, and many people are already aware that the media stereotypes and archetypes that they commonly see are not the most dynamic view of the continent. True, there are dysfunctions and problems that exist, but they're unfairly emphasized in certain aspects of the media. There's a much more dynamic picture of what's really happening on the continent, and not just as a recent advent, but it's been happening for quite a while. It's an issue of self-sufficiency and focusing on how Africa can better benefit itself, because it's long benefited so many nations in the world in terms of its natural resources, its legacy, its history, its culture, its people. Now it's time to just make it a fair exchange, no robbery. So it's a unique opportunity in this space of time to be able to affect that type of change and on the continent, and there's many talented and enthusiastic people who are willing and able to do it.
The perception of Africa is it's poor, basically not very big prospects for a future. So no, I know that's not the case. So I've been someone who's been very passionate about the perception of Africa and wanting to be very much involved in the change of that perception. It's about development of the continent, and it's also about involving Africans in development of the continent. I think that's crucial.
Thanks for tuning in to Pan-African Lifestyle. Share your thoughts in the comment section and follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Pan-African Lifestyle to be inspired. For awesome PAL merch, check out panafricanlifestyle.com/shop. Keep repping the motherland.